What is going on, YouTube? For those of you guys who are new to the channel, my name is David Short. I am an IFBB and NPC contest prep coach and a national level men's physique competitor myself. So it's been a minute since we picked up the camera. Honestly, I thought I was going to be vlogging all off season and making a ton of content for you guys, but honestly, to be completely upfront and honest with y'all, one, I just wanted to focus on growing and getting better, and two, whenever I was working with Peter, there's kind of a quality and a standard I kind of wanted to set for the channel and everything. So since we kind of busted out the gates pretty hot, I wanted to kind of keep that standard. So I just figured I'd wait until my next prep. So since you guys are seeing this now, you already know that we're in a full competition prep mode now. It is currently February 22nd. And contest season is right around the corner. So my clients' first shows are in April. I'm looking to hit the stage midsummer, probably June, July time. I don't have an exact show date in mind, but we're getting ready. I've been prepping for about 2 or 3 weeks now, and the changes are pretty moderate, nothing crazy yet. My food is still at a good level. My cardio is still only 20 minutes. We've just added some supplementation and are just kind of cutting out the filler BS on the weekends. So no crumble cookies for me on the weekends. But this is episode 1 of Operation Undeniable. So pretty much why I picked the name. It'll make more sense down the line. But this year I have really dedicated myself to kind of being undeniable in every aspect. So whether that's my coaching, that's my my own contest prep, my own bodybuilding career, the gym, my businesses, my relationships, whatever it is, I want to be 100% undeniable and 100%, just kind of dedicated to leveling up and providing a better product for you guys, for my clients, my family, the whole 9 yards. So without further ado, that is really about it for now, but I just want to let y'all know that I will be more consistent with uploading content. I will have Peter here at least for 1 video a week. I will be getting a little bit better with the vlogging and stuff too. I'm going to try and integrate vlogging into the kind of more professional style videos as well. That way you guys have a ton of content from all aspects of my life, whether it's coaching, business, my competing, whatever it is, you guys will have a more in-depth look. So going into my actual training now, I talked about it a little bit on my Instagram, but the biggest thing that we have changed is I do not train lats anymore. So my lats were way too dominant, and my middle and upper back was kind of suffering because of it. So my back training has been dumbed down, and I call it just doing the hard shit. So all I do for back now are rowing movements, whether it's TBar rows, barbell rows, pen lay rows, machine rows, cable rows. I don't do any lat-based or lat-oriented movements. Deadlifts and rack pulls are almost every back session, and I hit back twice a week. So just doing all the hard shit. So pretty much that's going to be the moral of the story. This whole prep is doing all the hard shit, because the hard shit is what works. So I want to show you guys and walk you guys through some of my back workouts that I've been doing to kind of grow and get thicker at my back and minimize my lat engagement and lat dominance. So we're going to get into it. I will see you guys in the gym. See you guys. Whatever, cut that out. All right, so told you guys I gotta do the hard shit. So pretty much every back workout I do, I either start them with deadlifts or rack pulls. So the only thing that really changes could be the rep range. Sometimes I'll go a little heavier. Like last week, I hit a PR, which some of y'all might talk some shit and think it's too light. But I hit 505, I think, for a single on deadlift. And for someone who never really deadlifted, I was pretty happy with that, especially considering I'm in prep. But pretty much it'll depend how I'm feeling that day or how much other kind of volume I have to do throughout the workout. But pretty much I'll work up, see how I'm feeling. I feel okay right now. So I might do like, 3 or 4 plates for like, sets of 4, sets of 5, maybe even sets of 6. But like I said, I just kind of go by feel and we kind of move on from there. But yep, doing all the hard shit. So rack pulls or deadlifts, every back session is pretty much how I start every workout when I'm kind of emphasizing that thickness and that width more than just size. That's how I'm about to cut that out. Welcome back, baby, YouTube. Sponsor me. Sponsor me. Use my code don't have one at checkout. You'll get absolutely nothing but a nasty pump. 4 plates. Okay, so second movement, I told myself I wasn't gonna get like too instructional, but that's just the kind of person I am. So we're doing a hammer strength row. Pretty much there's a million different ways that you can use this machine. Pretty much how I'm doing it to focus on the upper back and lower traps is I have the seat pretty high. Normally for someone in my height, you'd put it like way down low, like here. So I have it up pretty high. It's probably like 1/8 of the way down, right? And we're gonna use the neutral grip here. So pretty much, here, show them the mirror real quick. Pretty much naturally, you're gonna be here, right? And your elbows are gonna come here and people row like this, right? So to properly just keep all that tension on the rhomboids in the back, what you wanna do is you're gonna be here, and then instead of coming here, you're gonna externally rotate inward. So think about pushing your lats down. So if you can't bring the lats down, think about just turning the elbows in and the biceps up to the ceiling. So instead of being here, you want to be more here, right? So that already puts the rhomboids in kind of a stressed and stretched position. That way, whenever you pull back, you're more biomechanically in line with the area that you're trying to stress, right? So all that's just super fancy jargon for turn the biceps up and then pull instead of having the elbows flare out. So it's gonna keep the elbows in tight. It's gonna keep a lot more pressure on the area that you're trying to work. So I've incorporated these instead of kind of like a one arm row. A lot of times the one arm row or gripping up really, really high is going to hit more lats. So this is really easy to turn into a lat bias movement. We're going all upper back, okay? So we only got 2 plates on, not crazy weight. We're gonna hit sets of 12 to 15. If I hit 12 and I can keep going and hit 15, we're gonna hit that. If not, if 12 is the number, 12 is the number. So pretty much gonna hit like 3 or 4 sets like that, and then we're gonna move on to the next exercise. Side note, this is definitely the best I've ever looked at this weight and this far out from a show. I know I told you guys I don't really have like an actual date in mind yet, but let's just say we're 15 to 20 weeks out, right? Like I have like some vascularity, like normally I don't have any kind of forearm vascularity or even like calf vascularity until I'm like 6-7 weeks out. And completely being transparent, that's like when drugs and other things are integrated. Right now, I've never done this little of cardio, eaten this much food, stayed this heavy, and still like had abs, been vascular, and like pumps are still great, energy is still great. So I hope I can kind of ride it, but prep always gets hard. So I say that now. So I'll look at this like video in 6-7 weeks and be like, man, I was ignorant. But for now, man, I feel really good all around. Feel healthy, feel strong. So it's good. So I'll document the good times and put that on record. That way, whenever there's some bad times, and I feel like we'll look back on this and laugh. But for now, I'm feeling really good, really comfortable with where I'm at right now, especially considering how far we're out. So keep that in mind. If you don't feel good, if you're not in a good starting spot, your prep is going to be harder. you're gonna have to do more cardio, eat less food, you know, all those different factors that make prep hard, those are all gonna be amplified if you're not in a good starting position. So if you're not tracking what you eat, if you're not doing your cardio, if you're not training hard, if you're not taking care of yourself in the off season, all that stuff translates into your actual prep. So word to the wise. All right, we got one more set here, and then we're gonna move on. So our next movement that we're gonna do is gonna be a lat pull down. So I know at the beginning of the video, I told you guys that I don't do any lat biased exercises. So we're actually gonna do a lat pull down, more focused for the upper back and rhomboids. So the way we're gonna do this is I have a closed grip attachment. I like this attachment because it actually comes a little bit farther out instead of just like a normal kind of V handle that's a little bit too narrow. So pretty much what I want to focus on here is driving the elbows back and upwards. Pretty much what I do is I keep myself really down pat in the seat, and then I have like a lean back, right? So you'll see a lot of people whenever their form isn't right on a lat pull down, they'll come here and they swing like that, and that's because they turn it into a row. So pretty much we're gonna try and emulate that cheat, but it's intentional. I'm not gonna swing though, I'm gonna kind of stay at that little bit of an angle, and want to hit every single rep like that. So it just gives us more range of motion and ability to bring the elbows out and upwards, and that's going to hit the upper back a little bit more, and not hit the lats. So that's the goal here, not hitting your lats. So same thing, 3 rounds, probably 12, 15, and then we're going to move on to our last movement after that. Last exercise, we're hitting a T-bar row. On this one, weight's not crazy. I'm only doing 2 plates. Normally I could probably do like 3, maybe even 4 if I'm trying to, you know, move some weight around. But we're gonna be a little bit more intentional with this. We're gonna focus on driving the elbows really up high. Sometimes I don't use the foot plate behind me. I just have my feet on the ground. Today I'm actually gonna use the foot plate. That way I have a little bit more angle and a little bit more leverage to throw the weight upwards instead of kind of bringing it into my chest. The more that you bring it kind of into your body, the more that'll hit the lats. So we're just gonna focus on bringing the elbows up high, driving the elbows high. So we're just gonna hit 3 rounds of 12 reps, and after that, that's it. So I'll see you guys at the end of the workout. All right. All right, guys, so workout is done. As you can see, it wasn't like a ton of volume or anything. It was really just kind of intensity-driven exercises. Only 4 lifts today, but I do hit another back workout later in the week that's gonna be a little bit more volume-oriented, so that'll have a little bit more reps. Still not really lat-driven at all. I might throw in 1 lat movement a week, but other than that, it's all kind of row and upper back driven, right? So like I said earlier in the video, prep's going really well so far. I've already done my cardio fasted, which is awesome. My workload is a little bit lesser. More work is focused on the online coaching aspect of things, so that's gonna be really cool. I'm gonna try and include a lot of my client work into these videos going forward, just so you guys can see my clients and see their progress. I think, honestly, like, I have a good shot of like 3 or 4 guys and girls turning pro this year, which would be amazing. The past 3 years I've had 1 person turn pro each year, so I definitely want to pump those numbers up just because coaching is kind of my full-time gig now. And if I turn pro, I'm counting myself in that, so we'll keep that in mind too. Like I said, not completely 100% committed to any show just yet, but we're still going to kind of prep and get shredded as we can get, and then kind of jump in a show and see where we are time frame wise from there. I have a lot of travel coming up, so just staying busy. Gonna make sure that, you know, crossing my T's, dotting my I's, doing all the things, keeping intensity up, and just kind of putting 100% to everything that we can. So yeah, follow along, at least a weekly video. We're gonna try and do a lot of content, a lot of really cool stuff for you guys. So if you guys have not already, please like, share, subscribe, comment, share, you know, do anything you can to interact with this video. It really does go a long way. Also, let me know what you guys want to see in future videos, whether it's full days of eating, more in-depth training, supplement protocols, you know, views on cardio, views on coaching, business talks, anything that you guys want to see. please let me know, just because I'm putting out content that I think you guys will like, but you don't know the full story until it's presented to me. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, for supporting me, supporting the coaching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys next week.